I'm here today to talk to you about periods. Periods are to old wives' tales, as pop rocks are to urban myths. For whatever reason, periods and their myths and fallacies circulate continuously. And I'm going to talk to you today about 5 of them. The first is about food cravings and how they're totally hormonal. Does your period have you reaching for a Hershey bar? You're not alone. About half of American women report craving chocolate, and about half of those say they crave it when their period starts. Despite the anecdotal evidence, you can't blame cravings on pre-period hormones. According to a 2009 University of Pennsylvania study published in the journal Appetite, when comparing menstruating and post-menstruating women, the researchers found a difference of only 13% of chocolate cravings. That means, unfortunately, even after menopause, many women still have chocolate cravings. Number 2, you lose a lot of blood while menstruating. It may seem like you're shedding quarts of menstrual blood, but it's just 2 to 4 tablespoons a day for most women. Any more, however, could signal problems like a hormonal imbalance, fibroids, polyps, or problems with your uterine lining. If you're going through a super absorbent pad or tampon every hour, or having to wear multiple products like a pad and a tampon, then it's about time you need to call your doctor. Number 3, tampons are dangerous. It's not the tampons, but how long you leave them in that can trigger a dangerous infection like toxic shock syndrome. It can be caused by not changing a tampon often enough. When used correctly, tampons are safe and TSS is rare. Of course, you should be diligent about changing your tampons. That means changing them at least every 4 hours during a heavy flow and no more than every 8 during those last few light days of your period. It's also encouraged to use non-perfumed tampons because the more chemicals you introduce into the vagina, the more likely you'll change its natural environment and end up with an irritation or infection. Number 4, you shouldn't go swimming during your period. It's quite okay to swim during your period. Just make sure you're wearing a tampon. And by the way, the tampon's not going to fill up with water and you're not going to sink to the bottom of the pool. Number 5, you look worse during your period. You may feel bloated, you may look and feel unattractive during your period, but it's actually prime man-hunting time. In fact, men find women more desirable. According to a 2006 study at the Charles University of Prague, the researchers asked women to stick cotton pads in their armpits for 24 hours during different times of the month. These men were asked then to smell and rate the scented pads. Men were more attracted to the pads during the follicular phase. That's between the first day of your menstrual and the onset of ovulation. They also thought women's faces looked more appealing during this time. For more information about myths and facts about your period, visit Truth Rules at You by Kotex online, where Generation No is all about getting the facts about your body. It's one of the best places to ask a question and get the real scoop from Real Answer Team.